Long ago, 6 blind men lived in a village. They were curious about the world, but had never encountered an elephant before. They often heard travelers speak about elephants, how they could trample forests, carry heavy loads, and frighten people with their loud trumpet calls. The men argued endlessly about what an elephant might be like. Some thought it was a giant, powerful creature. Others imagined it to be gentle and magical. Finally, tired of their debates, the villagers decided to arrange for the blind men to visit the palace of the king, where an elephant was kept. A young boy guided them on their journey to see this mysterious creature. When they arrived at the palace, their friend, a gardener, led them to the courtyard where the elephant stood. Each blind man approached the elephant and touched a different part of its body. The first blind man touched the elephant's side and exclaimed, "An elephant is smooth and solid like a wall. It must be very powerful." The second blind man grabbed the trunk and said, "An elephant is like a thick snake that moves." The third blind man felt its ear and declared, "An elephant is like a fan that flaps gently." The fourth blind man touched one of its legs and said, "An elephant is like a pillar or tree trunk, strong and sturdy." The fifth blind man felt its tail and concluded, "An elephant is like a rope that swings back and forth." The sixth blind man touched its tusk and said, "An elephant is hard, smooth and sharp, like a spear." After their encounter, the blind men began discussing their findings. However, they quickly realized their descriptions were inconsistent with one another. Each man insisted that his perception was correct, while accusing the others of being wrong or deceptive. Their disagreement escalated into a heated argument. Seeing them quarreling, King of the palace arrives on the scene, who is watching them from his balcony and listens to their arguments. He explains that each blind man's observation is partially correct but incomplete because they touched only one part of the elephant. He describes how all their perceptions fit together to form a complete picture of what an elephant truly is. Enlightened by this explanation, the blind men realize their error and reconcile with one another. The story of the blind men and the elephant is a profound reflection of the human condition. In a world full of noise, opinions, and conflicting beliefs, we often behave just like the blind men, clinging tightly to what we know, what we have touched, what we have personally experienced. We argue, defend, and sometimes even fight to prove our version of reality is the only truth. But the elephant teaches us something timeless and essential. That truth is vast, reality is complex, and no single perspective can hold it all. Each of the blind men was right, and yet each was incomplete. Isn't that true for all of us? In the context of Vedanta, this story becomes even more powerful. The elephant is Brahman, the ultimate, formless, infinite reality. Each seeker of truth touches a different part through scripture, meditation, devotion, or inquiry. But unless they step back and open their minds, they cannot grasp the whole. Because only when we combine our pieces of the puzzle, our varied experiences, beliefs, and insights, can we hope to glimpse the greater truth. In the end, the elephant stands as a silent witness. Immense, unbothered, whole. It does not change, only our perception of it does. So the next time you find yourself in disagreement, ask, am I touching only one part of the elephant? If you enjoyed this ancient Vedic story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mythological tales from Hinduism.